Let us begin our lesson. The people of God came into the promised land. When David became king, he gathered all the people from the north and all the people from the south into one group. He took Jerusalem from the people and called it the city of David. David and the people of God began to live in Jerusalem, but something was missing. It was the ark. David and his army went to go get the ark. When they brought the ark in through the gate, King David danced before it. David set up a tent of meeting and put it in the ark inside. David was not allowed to build a house for God because he was a man of war. His son, Solomon, would build the temple. All of the people had to help build the temple. Some went to the north, to Lebanon, to cut down and bring home great cedar trees. They cut stones out of a mountain nearby and prepared the wood and stone to begin. The temple was beautiful with carvings of olive wood and gold. The great timbers of cedar made it smell wonderful. Inside the temple were the same things that helped them get ready to meet God when they were in the desert. The ark was carried in by the priests. Here is the altar for incense. Fragrant smoke filled the temple as the incense burned. Here is the table with the bread for each of the 12 tribes on it. And finally, here is the menorah with its 7 branches and lamps burning. On the day the priests first carried the ark inside, a great cloud of dazzling light filled the temple. God was there. In front of the temple was the altar for sacrifice, and the great basin of water, the laver. On the day all was ready, the king came before all the people and prayed. He said, O Lord, God of Israel, there is no God like you, in heaven, above, or on earth, beneath keeping covenant and showing steadfast love to your servants who walk before you with all their heart. But will God indeed dwell on the earth? Behold, heaven and the highest heaven cannot contain you. How much less this house which I have built. Yet have regard to the prayer of your servant, to his supplication. He asked God to allow God's name to abide in this temple. He asked God to make this a place for people to come to and pray and to find justice. Solomon ruled and well and was wise. Some said he was wiser than anyone in the world. His father had been famous for his songs and war, but Solomon was famous for his wise sayings and the temple. Finally, after being king for 40 years, Solomon died and was buried in the city of David, where his father was buried, and Solomon's son was made king. Now, I wonder what part of the story you liked best. I wonder what part of the story is most important. I wonder what part of the story is about you. I wonder if there's any part of the story we can leave out and still have all that we need. When you go to Jerusalem today, the temple is gone. It was destroyed when the people of God were taken into exile. It was rebuilt, but destroyed again, and rebuilt again in Jesus' time by Herod. In 70 CE, Herod's temple was destroyed by the Roman army. Only pieces are left today. If the temple is gone and no one can find the ark, I wonder where the 10 best ways to live are kept today. Watch how I put this story back. And if you would like to work with this story, you will know where to find it. We will begin our work. There is so much to choose. I wonder what you would like to work on today.